Hello, welcome to The Update. I'm Susie Thompson. 2 men have been arrested and charged with murder over the death of a woman in Queensland. The 23-year-old woman was found suffering critical injuries outside a Caboolture address 2 weeks ago. She died at the scene. 2 men were on the run from authorities but have been arrested in Logan, south of Brisbane. The 29 and 32-year-olds will face court today. 2 men have died in a boating accident near the South Australian town of Beachport while a woman is recovering in hospital. They were found unresponsive on a beach after their boat capsized yesterday morning. A 59-year-old woman was taken to hospital while 2 men aged 82 and 69 died at the scene. Investigations are continuing. A Fijian man accused of the rape and sexual assault of a Virgin Airline crew member on New Year's Eve has appeared in court. The 24-year-old is accused of raping a 21-year-old Melbourne woman who'd been celebrating the New Year with colleagues during a layover in Nandi. He was refused bail and faces up to 20 years behind bars. A retired police officer has been charged with child sex offences dating back to the 1980s. The 74-year-old former sergeant was arrested in Queensland and will face court in Tasmania next month. Police in Melbourne have identified the driver of a fatal crash in Footscray. A 67-year-old man died after an allegedly stolen truck ran a red light and hit his car, pushing it 80 metres before hitting a tree. The truck driver remains in hospital under police guard. WA police have charged 2 more youths over an assault on a police officer outside Perth Stadium. Video shared online shows the officer being attacked by a group. 2 boys aged 14 and 15 will face court later this month. Another 2 teenagers have already been charged. Australians are being urged to donate blood this week after the highest number of New Year's week cancellations in 3 years. Lifeblood has issued an urgent call for donors, with more than 6,500 people having cancelled their donation appointments within the last week and a further 14,000 either rescheduling or not attending their appointments. More than 9,500 blood and plasma transfusions are issued to Aussie hospitals every single day. And making news overseas, the Canadian Prime Minister has resigned from his position. Justin Trudeau's popularity nosediving in recent months, with claims he's poorly handled the Donald Trump threat of high import tariffs from Canada of up to 25%. Trudeau has been in office for almost a decade. Sport and entertainment are next. In sport, Hollywood star Russell Crowe has described reports he wants to sell his share in the South Sydney Bunnies as conspiracy theories. It's being reported the actor's been seeking interest in the US and Australia to offload his 25% share. The Sydney Morning Herald says Crowe didn't expressly deny the reports, but instead pointed to Wayne Bennett's return as head coach this year. All-rounder Mitch Marsh will play his first Big Bash game in more than 1,000 days when he joins the Perth Scorchers against the Melbourne Renegades. Jai Richardson will also come into the side after test commitments. Last night, Brisbane Heat had a 5-wicket win over the Sydney Thunder with 7 balls to spare. In entertainment news, The Brutalist, Emilia Perez and Shogun won big at this year's Golden Globes. There was also a surprise in the female actor in a drama category, with Brazilian star Fernanda Torres winning out against Australia's Nicole Kidman, while Demi Moore won for female actor in a musical or comedy for The Substance, her first major acting award in more than 45 years in the business. And that is the latest from the Nova podcast team. We'll see you later on for another update. I'm Susie Thompson.